Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're listening in from, and welcome to today's masterclass, which focuses on digitization, digital marketing using AI technologies. And today's masterclass is hosted by the Society of Crop Agribusiness Advisors of Kenya, a professional network that is a membership-based society, and it is based in Kenya. Our membership is drawn from various agricultural bodies, including producers and exporters, input and service providers, and consultants, among others. Members participate in the society through organized events and general meetings and contribute to the external engagements through working groups, which shape and drive the thematic development of SOCA's mission and vision. So today we are privileged to have to host Mr. Daniel Kiragu. He is an accomplished entrepreneur and visionary leader in the technology and agriculture sector. As the CEO and co-founder of Socorite, Mkulima Young, and QuickWave AI, he has demonstrated his commitments to leveraging innovative solutions to address pressing challenges in various industries. We recognize his transformative potential of potential of technology, and Daniel is also the co-founder of QuickWave AI, as I've mentioned earlier. This is a cutting-edge artificial intelligence company focusing on developing advanced solutions for diverse industries. Furthermore, as the CEO of Socorite, he leads the company dedicated to developing and providing innovative digital marketing solutions. Daniel has a background in BSc Agricultural Management and Trade and has a deep passion for agriculture. I think most of you have been following the Mkulima Young on Twitter and other social media handles, so he's quite popular on that. My name is Nekesa Wafula, and I'll be your host for today. Welcome, Daniel, to your presentation.
Thank you so much. My name is Daniel. As you have explained, I'm the co-founder of Mkulima Young, and I'm also the founder of QuickWave AI that help various industry or help people to navigate and also to be able to make their businesses much more better. And my background is in agriculture. I did agribusiness management, and also I'm also into research. So maybe I can start by introducing the company that I work with, or the company that I founded, and what we do. I will start with Mkulima Young. Mkulima Young is one of the leading digital marketplace in East Africa. It offers farmers a space to market their product, to sell their product, and also to connect with buyers. Currently, Mkulima Young has more than 100,000 registered users or farmers across East Africa. 80% of the farmers are Kenyan, and they use the platform each and every day. The platform can be accessed through app-based or mobile application, and also in terms of web application, that is website. So the company started in around 2012. It was just an idea of how farmers can engage. And later on, we realized that most of the farmers are struggling to market their product. Most farmers were selling, or some still do sell through what we call middlemen or broker. So we thought maybe we can have a platform that reduces the gap when it comes to marketing of agricultural commodities. So, and reducing that gap, or that
Sorry, we seem to have lost Daniel. Maybe we give him a few minutes to join in. Daniel, can you hear?
Yes.
Can you hear me? I think we are losing you. Please check your internet connection, please, because we are losing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I think I had connected automatically through my phone, but now I think I have connected through my Wi-Fi, so that's why the connection was, yeah.
Okay, please,
So
maybe you take us back to about 10 seconds because we lost you.
I was explaining how Mukrimang is helping farmers across East Africa and how we've been able to do that. So Mukrimang is more of like a social enterprise. Currently, we don't have like a model where we earn through the platform. So mainly, when we were founding, we thought it can be a platform where we can be able to collect just help farmers, but it grew very drastically, and we were not able now to even be able to improve the platform. That's why we started working with various agencies, for example, country government, some donors here and there. But our main focus is on research because that's where I think our core value and our core main business is. So for the last, I can say 7 years, I think we are one of the platform or a company or an institution in Kenya that has good data for farmers for the last 7 years. We can be able to predict what is happening in the market, what are the pricings that the commodity that we do where, which month farmers plant more, which product maybe farmers are searching more, and also even the pricing commodity. Apart from offering farmers a platform where they can be able to connect with buyers, we also provide free information to farmers because most farmers don't know where to get pricing information, market information, and also other agricultural information. So we educate our farmers and our online community. If you look at our online community, on Facebook, we have more than, I think, almost 260,000 online community farmers, also on Twitter and other platforms. So we try to leverage on social media to provide information to farmers, a useful information that farmers can be able to access and be able to apply in their farming or in their agribusiness. That's what we have been doing. And actually, we never thought that the platform can go beyond Kenya. Currently, we have users in Uganda, Nigeria, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, almost all of Africa. But how did they know about Mukrimaya? It's the power of social media and the power of what we call search engine optimization. And that's where we talk about later, how even farmers, people, businesses can also leverage on social media and AI to be able to connect with other community outside their region, and how they can be able to transform their business and increase their revenue and sale through social media and through what we call AI. So that's a snip about Mukrimayang. QuickWave also is a solution that we currently I founded. It's an AI tool that offers farmer with free information. We use OpenAI and also we use other AI, open source AI information to provide prices information and prices answers to farmers. Because if you look at the modern farmers are struggling with also what other businesses are experiencing. For example, modern farmers are struggling with their access to information, access to market, and access to finances. And as modern farmers are struggling through all those scenarios and through those things, they also experience other related problems. For example, we have seen a number, because I feel that if there's a group that most people don't look up to is farmers, because they also experience they also experience ecological issues. For example, stress, These will have health-related problem, especially when it comes to agricultural chemicals and inputs. You see, farmers have been left out when it comes to those group of group of society. We see most farmers struggling with suicide things. We see most farmers struggling with where they can be able to get counselors. And if you look at other professionals, for example, doctor, teachers, scientists, engineer, they have their organization, they have their work union, they have the government recognizes them. They have their call center where they can be able to get those information, those materials. But when it comes to farmers, we don't have those kind of things. So, and that's why we launched also an AI where farmers can be able to chat, what we call AI chatbot. They can be able to chat with an AI about their issue. They can be able to explain what they are going through, and they can be able to get the answers. That's now Quick Wave solution or Quick Wave AI is offering to the market. And I'm also the founder of Socrates. Socrates is now where we offer solution to businesses in regard to digital marketing, in regard to AI, and also in regard to what we call digital technology. And that's just an overview of the company that I run and what we do. Thank you. Maybe I can now proceed to maybe more presentation.
Yeah, please proceed. You have about 20 minutes to do a presentation if you have any. But just as you were speaking, something came into mind about, I need to ask you a question maybe before you proceed, about having farmers using the AI chatbot to try and solve their issues. How would you take, especially when you're talking about smallholder farmers, how would you solve the issue of, the issue of one-on-one advice that farmers are used to? Is it a challenge that you've seen in the field? Is it something that they are willing to actually move to in terms of just using chatbots instead of, one-on-one discussions? Is it something that what is your experience in this in short?
This is, for example, of course, this is a new thing we are introducing to farmers, but we have the uptake of our solution or our AI is imminent because most farmers don't have someone to talk to. They don't know where to take the issue to. And if you look at one-on-one talk and situation, most talk about farmers are only about production, about marketing, about finances. But when it comes to now other human issues, psychological issues, health issues, and other personal issues, they don't have where to talk to or where to take their frustration or fright, where to talk about their personal experiences. And this is, of course, if we look at the digitization of farmers in Kenya, we found that farmers are most farmers are not digitized, but we have to start somewhere. We have to start maybe with those farmers who can be able to access those digital tools and digital equipment, because that's where we are heading. That's where the future is. And if, for example, I can talk about maybe I can relate with Mukurimayang. You can access Mukurimayang through mobile application or through a smartphone. But we have experienced or we have seen a scenario where, although maybe those farmers in rural area don't have access to internet or don't have access to a smartphone, their colleagues, their relatives, for example, if there's someone in rural area, we experience a situation where their child or their children are posting and selling product on our platform on their behalf. For example, when recently I was trying to collect data through those farmers who are using our platform, and I have experienced a scenario where most of the farmers, most of the people who are using the platform also, they are what we call the telephone farmers. And also they are posting on behalf of someone else who doesn't have access to internet or doesn't have access to smartphone. So that's maybe a scenario where we can see that there's maybe a farmer may not have access to technological materials or maybe smartphone, but they usually refer to their parent or to their children or to their relative or friend where they can get the solution or where they can get answers to. If, for example, those who are where they are trying to seek the solution don't have these answers, we are not solving anything. And that's
okay.
yeah.
So maybe you can just go into the presentation and then we can embark on the questions again, because I'm sure there are quite a number of people who will be typing in their questions. And please feel free to type in your questions in the Q&A section, or even in the chat box if you can't get the Q&A session. But if you can stick to the Q&A session, it would be great. And again, we are hosted by the Society of Crop Agribusiness Advisors, that's SOCA. It's a society for professionals, and we hope that we can keep communicating. So welcome, Daniel, to your presentation.
Thank you. Maybe I will start with just showcasing about Mkulima Young and how farmers can join, how farmers post their product and everything. So I will share my screen. So this is the platform. This is a Mkulima Young platform. The platform has the different dashboard. For example,
we can see your screen. If you can reshare it, please.
Okay. And share. Can you see the screen now?
Not yet. Maybe you can try and switch off your video if there's an issue with the internet where you are, and then try to reshare again.
Can you see the screen now? I don't know.
No, sorry. Is there anyone within the society who has his presentation and can assist in sharing? Because we can't see your screen. Or maybe you can just start talking through it and then you can send it to one of the members for sharing purposes.
Okay. So still yet not yet now?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me try the last one. seems there is an issue. Because I'm trying to share my screen.
Maybe you can just start talking through the presentation as we sort out the screen issue. But maybe as it's being sorted, there's a question from Ian Jogu, who says that I have downloaded the Mkulima app. It is an amazing app, and many farmers should know about it. I would love to know how to verify that the commodity being sold by the seller is genuine, and how do they verify buyers to avoid farmers or buyers being conned. And I think this is an issue we've seen even in the digital platforms that are currently on social media. So how do you address this issue of, getting genuine buyers, genuine sellers? How do you manage that?
So basically what we do, or the criteria that we use to verify farmers. So we have 3 criteria for verify farmers. So first criteria is a farmer or a user has have to create what we call a profile. So the profile has all the detail including the farmer. For example, their location, everything, all those kind of information. Then the second criteria is, for example, let's say you are selling, let's say, potatoes or something. So if you are selling potatoes, you have to use at least 3 different photos of the product. And we have an AI that's able to detect if the photo is downloaded, if the photo is yours, or if the photo is new. So that's one way where we do verification of the user. Another criteria that we use is where now we go at the farm level. If, for example, to verify if you are the real farmer, there are the time that we usually go or send our agent to go and verify your farm. So, and we have also put another measures or criteria where you can be able to buy either from a verified farmer or from unverified farmer. Of course, for example, if it's a business, registered business, and you want it to be registered on the platform, you have to produce things like business certificate, registration certificate, and all that. But most farmers don't have that. So what we use, is, for example, is just a personal data, where we can be able to verify through a call or through an email to verify they are the real farmer. So that's how we do our verification, and a buyer is able to has options to buy from either verified farmer or from unverified farmer. Yeah.
Okay, and then how is the payment process? Because I think last week when we were talking about digitization, there was a mention of an escrow account. Who holds the funds before the seller or the buyer actually confirms that we have gotten the right product, or we have actually sold the right product? The buyer has confirmed that they have received the product. Who holds the funds, or how is the transaction done on the platform?
For us, we just provide a space or a platform where a buyer and seller can be able to negotiate. So we don't have access to the funds, or we don't hold the funds between the buyer and the seller. So it's up to buyer and seller to negotiate and to determine how they are going to conduct or to do this transaction. But we have also laid down a criteria of how, maybe if you are a buyer, the recommended criteria that you are supposed to follow. Because we understand that, for example, when it comes to agricultural commodity, we have different grades and we have different quality. And so what we do is, for example, when a farmer is posting a product, they have to indicate if they are the one who offering transportation, if the transportation is offered by the buyer, and all that kind of information. So that now the buyer, when they are contacting the farmer, they can be able to see the detail that the farmer has provided and the grading and everything. But again, not anyone can be able to access the farmer's contact. or the only person who can be able to access contact of farmer is a registered buyer or a farmer who has registered on our platform. That's how we usually make, that's how the platform is.
Okay, thanks, Daniel. Are you able to now share your screen, or we can continue with the questions? Because I know there are a couple.
We can continue with the question.
Okay, so when we are talking about the potential benefits and the challenges of implementing AI in agricultural marketing, yeah, what is your experience on that, especially when it comes to the benefits and the challenges? Because right now we are talking about, giving this tool to farmers. You've talked about the QuickWave AI tool that you're trying to promote to farmers. What are the potential benefits of this? And then how can now using those AI tools and technologies enhance the efficiency and profitability in their marketing activities, and especially when you're talking about the agricultural sector? So those are the questions that I...
The first benefit from maybe farmers' perspective is that it's the farmers who are able to decide the price of their commodity, not like the other scenario where it's where the brokers decide or the middlemen decide the pricing. And also when it comes to, let's say, also in digital marketing and selling through marketplace, a farmers has a wide pool of, I can say, clients. They can decide whom to sell to client in Kenya, to sell in client in different locations. So they have a wide selection of whom they can sell their product. So, and of course, they will sell to the best buyer who offer the best pricing. So that's one of the advantages also to the farmers. And also, even there is advantage to the buyer because they are able to connect with farmers directly and to be able to talk with the producer directly. So they don't have also to go through long chain or through other people to buy the commodity. So for example, if maybe you are a grocery shopkeeper, so we connect you with the farmer nearby your grocery or nearby your area. So, and you'll be able to get the fresh product at the best pricing, and also you can be able to increase your income. So there is a win-win between the buyer and the seller. So, and when it comes, for example, when it comes to AI, before I talk about AI, I will talk about also about how the power of search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is that, for example, let's say today you are trying to sell a product, or let's even talk about you want to buy. Let's talk about a TV. Definitely nowadays, most people usually go to online, maybe the best TV prices, and where I can buy this, they Google, or they go to different search engines. So 75% of people, they normally don't go beyond the first page of Google. That's a fact. Even most of when you are searching, even when search certain information, you don't go to maybe the last page of Google, to the third page. You go to the first pages of the Google. So what we have been able to do also to help farmer when it comes to search engine optimization is that we are able to use the keywords, or to educate farmers to use the keywords that we put them on the first page of the search engine. So if, for example, you are a seller of a certain commodity and you are using the keyword that buyers are searching for, the higher chances of people finding your product is easier, rather than if you are not using the right keyword. So we are also trying to educate also the farmer, and also even when the farmer are posting on the platform, we have already put the keyword, the best keyword for that commodity, that will make different people to see the commodity. That's why even you can see people from even other countries are able to use the platform, because when they search maybe certain commodity, they are finding Mkulima on the first page of Google. And that's why now the modern marketing is. Actually, search engine optimization, we can see, is the backbone of digital marketing, because even if you have the next product and no one is seeing the product, you are not gaining benefit, or you will not be able to generate the right revenue from. So that's one of the best things we also do, or we are implementing on our platform. That, for example, let's say you are selling maize. We have certain keywords that we have researched that do well, that if, for example, a farmer is selling maize in Eldoret, there are those keywords, maybe affordable maize for sale in Eldoret, their content and everything. So when someone is trying to search buyers or farmers who are selling maize, definitely the farmer, for example, in Eldoret, that has optimized their keyword, they will appear first. And that's how most farmers, even they have been selling to different people. If maybe my screen was sharing, I can be able to demonstrate fully how this happened. Even people from other continents, they are ordering the product with the platform, but we have not yet marketed this platform to those countries. It's the power of digital marketing and what we call the AI and search engine optimization. So that's one of the best way we are helping farmers do. Maybe if you have another question, or I can continue.
You can continue if you are able to. Just talk through your presentation. If you're unable to share, it's okay.
Yes. So another scenario where we are able to help farmer is when it comes to now the chatbot. So let me send the link of the chatbot. Maybe someone can quickly go to the site and see what I'm talking about. So of course, what maybe has enabled us to do all this is the power of data. Data speaks, and data can be able to predict the future and do marvelous things. And that's why our core business is more of research, trying to do research that will be able to help the farmers and people to the activities. So I have sent a link on the chatbot about how you can, about the quick solution. If when you register on for example, on the quick solution AI, you can be able to choose the different chatbots, different AI to communicate with. So there is a professional farmer AI, there is an AI counselor, there is a doctor AI, there is all those kind of AI. So a farmer can be able to communicate with AI that has been trained to act as a professional and to answer the question related to that specific sector. So that's how maybe I can talk quickly about the ways company, people, or individual can be able to use AI in digital marketing to improve also the customer satisfaction. So when it comes to maybe improving the customer satisfaction or experience using AI, there are 4 significant developments that stand out. One is what we call chatbots. And the second one is predictive and targeted content. And the third one is content creation. And also the fourth one is image recognition technology. Each of those can help farmers, businesses to improve the customer experience and also improve the customer support. And maybe as well as target more client and target more people based on their interest. If, for example, I talk about chatbot, maybe I can talk briefly, is just a software that can have conversation, just like it has been trained to act like a normal human being. But this one has usually take a lot of research. So you might have to use a chatbot or on maybe a website looking for answers to a question. This is, for example, a farmer want to question in regards to how they can be able to maybe prevent pests, or they can be able, let's say, for example, a dairy farmer who is struggling with mastitis in his or her dairy farm, he can be able to use the chatbot and communicate with it and get the right answers. Maybe how he can be able to treat certain disease, how can be able to prevent certain disease, how he can be able to market their product, how they can be able to do all those things. And obviously, a chatbot is not going out into the world to market your business. It's nothing like that. It's like what the chatbot do is that it's an effective tool, especially in social media, because they can provide customer service which help both your customer and your brand. So for example, if you have a business and you have a website, you can be able to incorporate it with your chatbot. You have a website that said maybe yogurt or certain inputs. You can incorporate your website with your chatbot. Of course, are free. You can be able, so that your customer can be able to interact with your product. They can be able to get the right answers about your product, how you have the process of how you make your product, and all those kind of questions. Another thing I can talk is about the content creation, where maybe farmers can be able now to tap in and able to generate revenue from content creation. So content marketing is a modern or a pricing way of marketing businesses, marketing brand, and other things. And creating content usually takes time, and sometimes it takes also a lot of maybe it requires a lot of finances to come up with creative content. So, but through also an AI, you can be able to create effective content that are able to increase the sale of your business and also showcase your brand out there. So we also have an AI tool that farmers can be able to utilize it to market their product. Let's say, for example, a template about blogs, a free template about video, a free template about social media captions for farmers, a free template about even various captions for different social media platforms. So the modern farmer, if they are able to utilize all those solutions, they can be able to increase their following, to increase their revenue, and to reach out to different people and different brands across different continent and location. And that's the power of social media. Any question?
No, please continue. I can see you started sharing your screen, but we can't see the screen. So maybe you can just click on the screen that you want to share with us. So you can proceed.
Okay. So can you see the screen now? Or not yet?
It's showing your sharing, but it's not showing the what you're sharing. So it's blank. Yeah.
Okay, let me try. Yeah.
Now we can see. You can proceed. Thank you. Please proceed. We can see your screen.
I don't know why it's not sharing.
No, we can see now. We can see your screen now.
Oh, you can see now?
Yes. Please proceed.
Oh, so I was talking about Mkulima. These are now how Mkulima look like. So a farmer can be able to click, maybe if a farmer has an account, can be able to log in and also to register on the platform. So, for example, if you click at register, of course, this is the question that you will be able to fill and so on. If you click login, you can log in through your Google account, through your social media account, for example, Facebook, and so on. If for example you are a buyer, you can just come here and maybe you are searching for maybe potatoes. You can search, maybe you can also indicate maybe location and the distance that you are in, and then you click the search button. So you can now be able to see the number of farmers who are selling potatoes across different, and also even their pricing. So you can see all those farmers. They are say, so you can be a buyer can be able to select whom to buy to, and also based on the geographical location, they can be able to contact the nearest seller. For example, if you hear this seller who is in Kiambu, selling Shangi, Peter Nganga, Shangi ready for sale at 3,000 pounds. You can see all the detail, even the Google. They have also attached even what we call the Google map location. So you can be able to contact them directly and all that. If, for example, you look at the buyer section, a farmer can be able to come here and search, maybe if there is any buyer selling a commodity. If, for example, you click here, you can see that there is someone who is David, someone, I'm in need of season for House of Avocado, science, sorry. I'm in need of science for House of Avocado. He's in Kenoni, Uganda. You can able to access, you cannot be able to access the contact of the buyer if you are not a registered member. So you can just click here to access the content, and we automatically take you to maybe you log in, or if you're not a member, you register for you to access the now the content of the buyer. So that's how the platform look like. So if I can now go to another platform about the quick of AI, let me go quickly.
Yeah, we'll give you an addition of 5 minutes, and then we can go into the Q&A session because we started a bit late. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's showing the screen, but not yet loaded. So maybe you can just talk through the platform as the screen loads. Thank you. Okay, we can now see the screen, so please proceed. Thank you.
Registered, you can be able to interact with various chatbots. For example, there is a SEO specialist which I talk about search optimization. A farmer can be able to interact with search AI. There is a business coach AI. There is a motivational coach AI. There is also a relationship coach. There is a cyber security specialist. There is a life coach. There is a career counselor. We have a doctor. We have an accountant, and all that. If, for example, we look at the professional farmer AI, this I have named it that. If you look at this AI, this is now the AI. Can be, for example, if this is, I search something, let me go here. I search maybe, how can I maybe, how can I control paste on my maybe farm. If you click at the send, Of course, the AI is going to introduce itself and say what.
Daniel, we seem to be losing you again. Daniel, we seem to be losing you again on the internet. Maybe you can check your internet connection.
So can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now.
So I have just typed or chat an AI. How can I control my pest on the farm? So of course, the AI, that's a general question. The AI will talk about crop rotation, use, and all that, and do that. If I go specifically and type and say, so I have a maize farm, and there is an outbreak of maybe cattle. How can I go about it? So of course, the AI will be able to provide you with the right answers based on the research that we have done, and be able to predict. Of course, maybe I did not explain. We also liaise with other organizations to be able to provide farmers with the right information. For example, we have partnered with ERI. We also work hand in hand with Queensland University, another institution, to be able to provide the farmers with the right answers, scientifically proven answers, so that can be able to help the farmers. So this, for example, this is how the AI has the solution has provided the farmer. He has said cattle can be severe threat, and provide also the maybe the tip on how the farmer can be able to control the infestation of the of the pesticide. So other than the chat, we have also other templates the farmer can be able to utilize. For example, articles, Facebook ads, headline, summarize stories, and all those. We have provided an AI to the farmer can be able to access and be able to generate the copyright or the material needed. Even, for example, if you are starting a company, we have provided an AI that we both to assist you step by step on how you can be able to where you can be able to follow, for example, the name of your company, the brand, and all those marketing and all those. When it comes, for example, to e-commerce, we have provided a farmer can be able to generate the product name, can be able to generate product description. For example, if they are selling through Amazon, the Amazon product titles and all those kind of things. For example, if you are maybe template about social media, the farmer can be able to generate different content for social media. If, for example, you can be able to choose it for business or for personal, Instagram caption, hashtags, and all those tools, even the TikTok script. This is the AI that we provide that is able to assist various users, not only farmers, but even the general community and users. We have also provided a speech-to-text solution. So a farmer can be able to maybe talk something and be able to generate the AI will be able to generate the answers based on the text and so on. Yeah, so that's how the platform is. Any question?
Thank you so much, Daniel. There's a question from Jeff Kahi. He says, how does your delivery system work? I think he's more interested in the delivery system. And maybe as you respond to that, You can also let us know, how do you utilize the data, especially the data. We've had discussions, especially last week, on data privacy and all this data that is being gathered from farmers. How do you utilize this data, especially in benefiting farmers and ensuring that they are up to speed with what is going on? How do you store the data and how do you benefit that to the farmer?
Thank you for the question. Of course, data privacy is one of the main things that we usually regard it as is one of the main things that we have a strong policies for data privacy and data protection, especially for those people who use our platform. So with the increasing of precision agriculture and all those things, we have a robust policy on how we do our data privacy and how we protect our data. And our data, we use, for example, what we call the crowd system, where no one is able to access the data, no one is able to access the imported data of the farmers. Maybe what we do now, if we want a specific data for certain research, we introduce now questionnaire and everything and all those. So data privacy is one key on our core business, and we use what we call the crowd system to protect and preserve the data for farmers.
Thank you so much for that. And the question from Jeff: how does your delivery system work? Although you had mentioned that you're not involved, so how do you ensure that goods have actually come from the farm and reached? Who confirms, basically? How does it work?
So what we have what we call the ratings. For example, and this, for example, is one of the main also or like I can say, it's help what we call in check and balances for farmers or buyer. So we enhance review. For example, if there is a buyer who has contacted a farmer and the farmer has not delivered on what he or she said, if the reviews are bad, we are able to ban the farmer, or even the other users can be able to see the reviews, how other buyers are saying or how other users are saying about him or her. So that's one of the things that we do. Another thing that we do is that sometimes we do what we call we correct samples from we encourage correction of the samples. The farmer can be able to send the sample of their product, so that now the buyer can be able to ascertain that he'll be able to maybe now do business with the farmer or not. Those are the things that we also do. But apart from that, we are also coming up with other strategies or other techniques. For example, we would like to partner with the logistic company. We also like to partner with the quality assurance company or institution, so that now we provide more services and more quality services to our farmers. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel. I think we've learned a lot. We've had some technical issues, and we hope that we can bring you back when the internet is better, and we can have a more detailed conversation with you, especially on the tools that you're using to benefit farmers in terms of marketing. I think one of the key things when you're talking about AI is about precision targeting, because you're gathering data from different avenues. So you're able to target the marketing, what the buyer and the seller actually wants, and you can customize some of the marketing messages to to these specific areas. And then the other thing is about automation and efficiency. How have you seen this benefit your organization, especially knowing the journey that you've been from the platform, using Google, up to now using the AI and the machine learning technologies?
First of all, maybe I didn't mention, I can take you back. on data privacy. So one of the two things that we do is that we use the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation. That's one of the tools that we use to make sure that we are able to protect and reserve the data of the users. So I wanted to highlight that we use the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation. And also now to answer your question, maybe you can come up again. I didn't get it.
I asked about like the benefits, of course, to using AI, and part of it is, you can be able to tailor make some of the, the messages that you give to farmers, and messages, both the buyer and the seller, because you've been able to understand their needs based on the way they search. So your data analytics can be very specific to what they're searching. So I was asking about, the enhanced automation and efficiency. What has been your journey? Now, this is more of your experience. What has been your journey from using the Mkulima Young platform? Now we are talking about AI. How has it been from that transition to where you are at right now?
So I can say the transition has not been smooth. Of course, it take a lot to do. It take a lot to do with research and everything, and all that. But maybe I can also highlight maybe what I have been able to found, and also the importance of the AI, or what we call artificial intelligence. It's important, and how maybe other industry, especially farmers, can be able to utilize it when it comes to their feed. So artificial intelligence has been able to, is one of the phenomenal tools anyone can be able to utilize, especially in automation of the services, and also when it comes to customer service, and also when it comes to their personal life, and also in other criteria. So my personal experience with AI is, of course, it has been a nice journey. I have been able to run more when doing research of AI and all that thing. And I can say the future is artificial intelligence or AI. So nowadays, even we don't need, for example, to take maybe 1 month 1 month course to go to certain school to understand how things work. You can be able to utilize AI, free course, free material, and be able to run about various things. So how the AI is changing the agriculture industry. One is personalization. Every user, every runner, every person can benefit from AI-based gadgets that provide tailored learning solutions. So, for example, AI education system, farmers can be able to get different material, different maybe papers, different style of articles, and all those materials to be able to get more knowledge about certain industry, certain products, certain commodity, and also how to solve things. So another thing about maybe AI is about open content. In today's agriculture system, there is a large textbook, large scientific paper, are almost non-existent. So for improved readings, for improved research, we need to focus on the availability of digital information and personalized learning so that we can be able to change the industry. Because if you look at the current system where farmers have to go through, most of the get information through veterinary or through extension officers, of which they cannot be able to get them at the right time, or they cannot be able to contact them directly and be able to get the right answer. But through AI, farmers can be able to interact with information each and every time on a personalized manner. And they can never be able to get also the feedback for their answers at the right time, and also They can also be able to identify also various mechanisms that they can use to change their business, or they can be able to use to update their product, to update their system and all that thing. So it's also good, for example, for farmers, for people to understand the power of AI and how they can leverage on AI to improve their businesses and also to improve their personal life. Like we have seen, we have a doctor AI chat, we have a professional farmer, we have a professional life coach. So if, for example, you are experiencing certain issues also of life of businesses, you can be able to interact with AI at a personal level and be able to get the right answer at the right time. So also the government need to also to encourage also the use of AI tool, and also to review, for example, education, and maybe put helpful curriculum to college students, to university students, so that they can be able to run array about AI, how they can be able to also to innovate things. So what I can say is that artificial intelligence is going to transform the world around us, and it will help us grow economy. And the workforce that the best equipment or the best skill or the best knowledge the one can get now is on AI and technology. So we must make sure that our education system is aligning with the future. So the potential for there is a clear potential when it comes to technology. And this an area even organization can tap in and also showcase their product in or maybe able to teach farmers and other people about the AI.
Thank you so much, Daniel. I think there's so much we can discuss about AI. I think that's a really big topic. And as I mentioned earlier, we will definitely have a team coming back, and probably if Daniel will have time, he'll join us again with another set of panelists just to discuss AI, especially in agriculture and where we are heading to, especially when it comes to automation, precision agriculture. How do we utilize AI to empower farmers with the valuable insights that we are getting from the data that is generated through these machine learning processes? So with that, we come to the end of our session. Unfortunately, it is 8:23 p.m. East Africa time, and would like to thank everyone who joined us today. Those who are listening in from our YouTube and Facebook page, please feel free to interact with us. Post in your questions. We'll be able to pass them on to Daniel, but you can also follow him on Mkulima Young. I believe that's your handle on Twitter as well as Facebook, just to get to interact with him a little bit more and understand what they're doing to actually empower farmers in the digital space and provide market for various crops and value chains that they're dealing with. I'd like to thank the Society of Crop Agribusiness Advisor for hosting us this evening. And we will definitely have another session next Thursday, same time, or earlier if it's a holiday, because there might be a holiday next week. We would like to thank everyone once again for listening in, and have a good night, good morning, good evening from wherever you're listening from. Thank you very much.